Well, joining us now is Carice Witte. She is the founder and executive director of Signal, the China-Israel Global Network and Academic Leadership. And thanks for coming on, Carice. Let me ask you something. Is it really so crazy to wonder if maybe there's more to this than just a heart attack, that perhaps this could be a case of, for example, the coronavirus being covered up by the Chinese, or the very strange timing coming just days after Secretary Pompeo pressured Israel to end this massive project, desalination project that China is backing here?
It's a very good question, and I appreciate the opportunity to address it, because conspiracy theories never lead to good things. There's no reason to believe that there would be anything untoward in connection with the very tragic passing of the ambassador. It was very much in the interest of all parties, the U.S. and China and Israel, to build a cooperative kind of framework, meaning the U.S. basically wants Israel to understand its concerns and address them, and China is interested in continuing to have strong relations with Israel. The passing of the ambassador would not advance any of those interests. And of course, it is due to the timing that it makes everybody wonder what's going on. But in fact, it was found right at the beginning that it was a heart attack, and that is what at the moment it's believed to be, as we heard in your report. And the embassy didn't have to be so cooperative with the police. They have diplomatic immunity, but they were very welcoming and open. And I think there's been a lot of very good and positive cooperation between Israel and China on this terrible development.
Right. So you spoke about Israel-China relations. I want to go back to that because, as I said, the background here is the U.S. pressuring Israel to cancel a $1.5 billion Chinese tender to build the world's desalination plant. How would China react if Israel basically accedes to the Trump administration demand that it cancel this project?
Well, it very much depends on the Israeli approach. If Israel can explain to China the position of the U.S. and how the U.S. is overwhelmingly concerned about technological cooperation between Israel and China, Israel wants to continue those relations. And because of the fact that the desalination plant is near a nuclear base and also a base where American troops land, it's very reminiscent of the Haifa port issue, which piqued Trump's interest and made him so upset. So having the Chinese bid, and if they win on another site, another major infrastructure project that so resembles the Haifa port, it will bring down, I believe, a lot of pressure on Israel and China to stop, or at least greatly retract technological cooperation. So if the Chinese understand that this will help us continue to develop our tech relations, I think that the Chinese will be relatively open to reconsidering their role in that project.
Right. We should note that there have been reports of some U.S. displeasure, though, over Chinese involvement in those Israeli ports, especially Haifa, where U.S. naval ships do dock and are service. So that is another story in and of itself. And sometimes a heart attack is just a heart attack. We'll have to wait and see. Carice Witte, thank you for joining us on i24 News.